The Hamas attack on Israel Saturday took most regional powers by surprise, but many analysts say Iran would have approved the assault in advance.
Iran has been for several years supporting Hamas through funding and through training and through military equipment. Decisions to engage in war by these groups like Hezbollah, Hamas, the Islamic Jihad, and others can only happen with explicit prior direct agreement from Iran. But this is very different from saying that Iran ordered these groups to do these attacks.
Iran has described Hamas's actions as the manifestation of resistance, but denied any responsibility. Israel's President Isaac Herzog blamed an evil axis whose base is in Iran. Israeli officials say there is no direct evidence that Tehran directed the attack.
This is an operation that was launched by a Palestinian group for its own Palestinian reasons. Hamas is not an operative or a proxy of the Iranian regime. Although there may be convergences of interests.
What interest would Iran have in renewed conflict between Hamas and Israel? Geopolitical alliances are shifting fast. Saudi Arabia and Israel are attempting to normalize diplomatic relations, supported by the United States. The Palestinian Authority, a domestic rival to Hamas, is taking part in the talks.
The deal involved Saudi Arabia talking to the Palestinian Authority. Hamas was not part of this discussion, and therefore Hamas felt, first of all, that it needed to be part of any solution to the Palestine-Israel conflict. And so we're talking about a geopolitical context in which Hamas and also its backer Iran want to set the political agenda.
Meanwhile, Tehran's negotiations with the West over a return to the 2015 Iran nuclear deal and a lifting of sanctions have stalled.
Troublemaking is negotiating by other means. And I believe that this is applicable to this situation. I'm not sure Iran is seeking a larger confrontation. As I said, it's probably seeking attention and seeking basically to convince the big powers involved in the region, particularly the United States, to take Iranian role in the region seriously.
Washington should reassess its Iran policy, argues Khatib.
U.S. foreign policy has focused on Iran's nuclear file and has, in a way, pushed Iran's regional role to the margins. I think there is now no denying that Iran's regional role needs to be central to U.S. policy.
U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken said Sunday he had not yet seen direct evidence of Iranian involvement in the Hamas attack. Meanwhile, Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said Monday his country's response would change the Middle East. He did not elaborate on what this meant. Henry Ridgwell, VOA News, London.